Good morning, boys. Today, in our third video, solid state, you will see the packing of constituent particles in 2 dimension and 3 dimension. This is very important. You have to apply some imagination because you have to develop this 2 dimensional figure into 3 dimensional structure. Now let us see, there are two types of packing possible of the constituent particles in solid. Two types of packing. This is number 1 and this is number 2. Number 1 and number 2, you see, in number 1 this packing, if you join center to center of any 4 particles, it will form a square, and that's why this packing is named as square close packing. So I am discussing one by one. First we discuss square close packing. So if you join the center to center of any 4 sphere, you will get a square close packing. This packing is known as square close packing. Here one thing, you see that in 2-dimensional figure, this is only one layer. This is only one layer. Say it is layer A. Only one layer of particles is shown, a small part of the layer is shown here. You see that each particle, if you take any one particle of the packing, this particle is touching 1, 2, 3, 4 spheres in its own layer. This particle, every particle is touching 1, 2, 3, 4 spheres, means 4 particles in its own layer. Therefore, this is called coordination number. Coordination number. So, the coordination number in square close packing in 2 dimension, it is 4. Square close packing in 2 dimension, the coordination number is 4. It is clear. Now, another point is, if you develop second layer, layer B, layer C, like this, you will get 3-dimensional packing. So when you construct the second layer, layer B, that is second layer, you have to put the spheres just above the center of the first layer. So if you put the spheres just above the center, vertically above the center of the first layer of particles, you will get the second layer. You will get second layer. I should say second layer. This is first layer. I should say first layer. And in this way, if you construct third layer just above the particles, center of the particles of the second layer, you will get third layer. So the layers are similar here. There is no difference in the layers. First layer, if you tell it layer A, second layer will also be A, third layer will also be A. So in this way, if you construct A, types of layers in 3 dimension, if you construct it, you will get the 3-dimensional packing. So remember here, you will get the 3-dimensional packing. This is first layer. When you are constructing the second layer, you are putting the particles vertically above the particles of the first layer, vertically above. So the type of the layer is similar. So I am telling layer A. And this A, pattern of arrangement of layers in 3 dimension. This is known as square close packing in 3 dimension. So this type of arrangement of layers is known as square close packing in 3 dimension. Now when you construct in 3 dimension, the coordination number will change. The coordination number in 3 dimensions, will be 6, from 4 to 6. This is in 3 dimension. How you can understand? Because see, the coordination number of the sphere in its own layer is 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. you are constructing the second layer, just putting a sphere above it. So this particle will be touching a particle just vertically above it. And this particle will also be touching a particle just vertically down, vertically below of it. Therefore, 4 in its own layer, 1 above, 1 below. That's why a particle in this arrangement, every particle will be touching 6 particles. That's why the coordination number in 3 dimension will become 6. You understood it? 4 in its own layer, 1 above, 1 below. So in 3 dimension, the coordination number will change from 4 to 6. This is about 2-dimensional packing, and this is about 3-dimensional packing. So another point is that if you derive the unit cell will be primitive unit cell, primitive unit cell. The primitive unit cell, why I am telling, see it here, 4 spheres center and another 4 spheres above it. If you join center to center of these spheres, you will get a cube. Only particles will be present at the corners of the cube. So it is a primitive unit cell. So this is all about square closed packing. Square closed packing in 2 dimensions, square closed packing in 3 dimensions. Now come to the another type of packing. This packing, if you take any sphere, reference sphere here, and if you see the particles around it, if you join the center to center of the particles, you will get a hexagon. That's why this packing is known as hexagonal closed packing. Now, hexagonal closed packing in 2 dimension. In 2 dimension, we see the features. Coordination number, it is clear that coordination number in 2 dimension, Cn, coordination number equals to 6. Because every particle is touching 6 particles around it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So coordination number in 2 dimension is 6. Now, when you construct 3-dimensional figure, then there will be 2 possibilities. From 2 dimension, if you go to 3 dimension, there will be 2 possibilities. See it here in 3 dimension. How? Because if you construct the second layers, suppose it is first layer. If you construct the second layer, you have to put the particles over the triangular depressions. See, the triangular depressions are marked by colors, blue color, pink color. So pink triangular depression, blue triangular depression, pink triangular depression, blue triangular depression, like this. So one thing is that if you cover the pink color triangular depression like this by putting sphere, you can only cover the pink depressions. So whenever you will construct the second layer, by putting the spheres just above the pink triangular depression, this is pink triangular depression, you can place 3 such sphere. See, just above the center, and just above the center. See it here. This is number 1, this is number 2, this is number 3. You cannot cover the blue depression. So whenever you cover the pink depression, you cannot cover the blue depression. Remember it. So in this way, if you construct, you will get the second layer, and that layer will be the second layer. Now when you construct third layer, because 3-dimensional figure only when at least 3 layers of arrangement are shown. So when you construct the third layer, you will have 2 options. See the options. See, this is a triangular depression forming here, and another triangular depression will form if you construct one more particles here. See it here. Another triangular depression is formed here. So look at this triangular depression. this triangular depression and this triangular depression. See, this triangular depression. You see just two triangular depression. So if I mark this triangular depression as T and this triangular depression as O, you will have two types of triangular depressions if you construct the second layer. So when you construct the third layer, there are two ways. Either you can put the spheres just above the triangular depressions T. T will be coming here, another T will be produced, another T will be produced here, another T will be produced here like this, produced here if you give more spheres here. So whenever you construct the third layer, there will be two possibilities. The possibilities are putting the spheres just above the triangular depressions T or putting the spheres just above the triangular depressions O. So if you put the spheres over the triangular depression T, so over the triangular depression C, triangular depression T, you see that if you put here third layer by putting a particle here over the triangular depression T, it is the layer A, first layer is repeated. Layer A is repeated because see just below it there is a center of the particle. So layer A will be repeated. When you construct the third layer by putting the spheres above the triangular depressions T, the first layer will be repeated. That means your arrangement of layers will be, if you name it as layer A and if you name it as layer B, then when you put the third layer, it will be layer A again. So the arrangement will be AB, AB, pattern of layers. See it here. Be it clear. So whenever you are constructing the third layer by putting the spheres above the depressions T, T will be formed here, T will be formed here, T will be formed here. So when you construct the third layer by putting the depressions T, so this will be layer A will be repeated because just below it there is the center of the first layer. So layer A and third layer will be identical, and that's why it is called ABAB pattern of layers. And another option is if you put the layers above the triangular depressions O, here will be a 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 O. So OO depressions marked by O. So when you construct the third layer by putting the layers on the depressions marked by O, that will be a new layer C. Why it is new layer? Because if you put a particle here, its center is not lying vertically above the center of the particles of second layer, center of the particles of first layer. It will be new layer. So when you are putting a particle above this vertical depression, these triangular depressions O, see it here, look at the figure carefully, then this particle, just consider the center is just above this, center is just above the triangular depression O. There is no particle below it whose center is lying vertically, exactly vertically below it. So it will be a new layer, and that's why when you are covering the third layer by putting the spheres on the depressions O, a new layer will be created, and that layer is denoted by C. So the another type of arrangement in 3 dimension possible is ABC pattern of layers. So this is very important thing. In 3 dimension, I repeat, whenever you go from 2 dimension to 3 dimensions, you are only allowed to put the particles on the triangular depressions in order to keep hexagonal closed packing. You cannot put the spheres just above the spheres of the first layer, center of the spheres of the first layer. That will not be hexagonal closed packing. That will not be hexagonal closed packing. Hexagonal closed packing, in order to maintain hexagonal closed packing, means each particle will be surrounded by 6 particles. That type, if you want to maintain, you have to place the spheres or particles on the triangular depressions. So whenever you are constructing the second layer by putting the spheres above the triangular depressions, these white particles, white particle, white sphere like this, you will be getting two types of depressions. These two types of depressions are marked by T and O. And when you construct the third layer by covering the depressions T, first layer will be repeated. The pattern of arrangement of layers will be AB type of arrangement. And when you are constructing the third layer by covering the depressions O, the pattern of arrangement will be a new pattern, ABC pattern of arrangement of layers. So in 3 dimension, hexagonal closed packing are coming up to 2 different types. This is number 1 and this is number 2. The first type is called hexagonal closed packing in 3 dimension, and second type is called cubic closed packing in 3 dimension. So let us name them. This is HCP, hexagonal closed packing in 3 dimension, and this is CCP, cubic closed packing in 3 dimension. Now this much is clear that whenever we construct the hexagonal closed packing from 2 dimension to 3 dimension, 2 different types of packings are found. They are HCP and CCP. They can be defined as the AB pattern of arrangement of layers in 3 dimension in hexagonal closed packing is called hexagonal closed packing in 3 dimension, and ABC pattern of layers of arrangement in 3 dimension is called cubic closed packing. Now, some points about it. As you know that coordination number in 2 dimension is 6. Whenever you will construct the second layer and third layer to get 3 dimension, the coordination number will change. See how the any particle is touching 6 particle in its own layer, 3 above, 1, 2, 3 above and 3 below. If you take any reference particle, there will be 6 particle around it, 3 particles above, 3 particles below. So the coordination number will go up to 12. The coordination number will go up to 12 in both cases. In HCP and in CCP, the coordination number will become 12. Second point is in HCP and CCP, HCP arrangement will give hexagonal unit cell and CCP arrangement will give FCC unit cell. So this is a point to remember. In this case, the unit cell you will get, the unit cell will be hexagonal unit cell, and in this case you will get FCC unit cell. Now these types of unit cell that we are getting from these 2 types of arrangements. In first case, the unit cell is hexagonal unit cell. In second case, the unit cell is FCC unit cell. So what are the differences between HCP and CCP? Differences are, in HCP, AB pattern of arrangement of layers are there. In CCP, ABC pattern of arrangement of layers are there. In HCP, the unit cell formed is hexagonal unit cell. In CCP, the unit cell formed is FCC unit cell. Now these are the differences. There are some similarities too. Similarities in coordination number. Coordination number in this case is 12, in HCP 12, in CCP 12. This is similarity number 1. And another similarity 2, second similarity is packing efficiency. Packing efficiency in case of HCP is about 74%, and packing efficiency in case of FCC is also 74%. This is another similarity. Both are having the same packing efficiency, means the spheres are packing equally but in a different layers. Their packing arrangement is similar but in different layers. They are called different types of arrangement because of the arrangement of layers. layer A and layer B different because their centers are not exactly lying vertically above. Layer B and layer C and layer A, they are different layers because their centers are not vertically above. That's why the arrangement of the particles have been given different names, HCP and CCP. So there are differences as well as there are similarities. Okay, it is now clear what are the differences you understood, what are the similarities you understood. You will try to draw this figure, and then after drawing this figure you will take the help of your book, NCERT book. There you will find that T and O, and T and O are different. T is formed just above the center of the particle of the first layer. O is formed in which O is formed, there is no center below it. So it is the triangular depression of the first layer, just like this, triangular depression of the first layer, and this is triangular depression of the second layer, just like this. This type of triangular depression, their apex are in different way. See, the apex are in different way. The apex, this is triangular depression of the first layer, this is triangular depression of the second layer, and just above it we are putting the particle in O. So these layer or these particles have different arrangement because just below this particle there is no particle of layer B or layer A. So it's a new arrangement, that's why it is called layer C. So these two types of arrangements in 2 dimension and 3 dimension you have seen, their differences, similarities you have seen, and what are their unit cells, what are their packing efficiency. Of course, packing efficiency I will show you by calculation in the next video. You will see their packing efficiency are same, 74%. Okay, you will prepare this much. Okay boys, thank you.